大家好，我是 Tim， 我们今天继续来玩霍格华兹的传承。好，我这段期间就把一些就是新的咒语的支线把它解一解，所以目前我这一趴会先开始去把这些咒语先把它学了，然后呢之后再去解我们主线的部分。主线应该有2块，一个是那个奇兽课程吧，然后再来就是要跟那个妖精工匠去跟他去那个什么洞穴吧，大概是这样。然后我后来听我同学提醒，我才发现听博赫提醒我发现一个很不幸的消息，就是原来这一座的天赋呢是点不满的，然后总点数是有限的，好像只有30几点。所以我不小心咒语这边点太多，然后还有核心也点太多，甚至潜行都点了2，可能就有点浪费了。像我黑魔法一个都还没点，所以我们现在天赋点数可能要省一点。然后万一是一些针对有道具跟那个喝药水强化的，其实大家都蛮推荐。变成说我可能到时候万一是我点不了，这个就很。然后这个游戏是没有洗天赋的这个机制的，所以他这一点有被人家骂。我觉得可能就是差这个，所以上不了压倒性好评吧。最近我刚看要录之前看了一下 Steam， 那个八方女人虽然说只有500多个评论，可是已经是压倒性好评，95%的好评率，难得压倒性好评，不容易耶，对。所以看起来霍格华兹今年要拿年度游戏，看起来是有点难。我看八方女人跟后面还有我记得萨尔达王国之类还是什么国王之类的，看来应该是没有人敢跟他拼哦。今年要是出这种3A 级 RPG， 可能要真的很有这种花上破亿美元开发想要拿年度游戏的团队，可能我看今年大概都铁定会延期。像星空啊，对，像 B 社的星空，贝塞达斯星空，我看搞不好要演到2024第1季了。我感觉，因为它那优化而且听说是那个剧情是没有什么选项的。哎，不过没关系啊，起码今年蛮多游戏可以玩的。然后今年不知道为什么好像蛮多回合制战斗游戏，我记得还有人在巴哈吐槽说那个什么今年是什么文艺复兴年还是什么的啊，大概是这样。好，那我们就加利克全霍格华兹最漂亮的女教授加利克教授的这个支线我们已经完成，所以我们现在来出席这个药草学课。那我们现在来收一下我们的这个盆栽好了。
It's a relief to finally have an answer as to
Confringo!
他那个袍子是被我吹飞了吗？
Confringo!
好像吹得动。好，你先挪到白天吧。
Wonderful to see you again.
I've completed my assignments, Professor.
Pleased to hear it. Professor Weasley will be too. I'll be sure to let her know how well you're coming along.
Thank you, Professor.
Professor Hecat tells me she taught you Levioso, so you should be ready for a more advanced levitation charm. Wingardium Leviosa requires a bit of concentration and a nice, graceful wand movement. Let's see you try your hand at it. When executed correctly, You should be able to pick up boulders as though they were sprigs of sneezewort.
哎，不是学到了吗？哦，啊，这个是实用的，不是攻击咒语啊。
Free to practice Wingardium Leviosa here in the greenhouse. I've set some crates out for you in the next room.
Reparo. Wingardium Leviosa.
You're a natural.
Professor, I was wondering where you're from. What's your background?
Oh, how nice of you to ask. Well, let's see. I grew up in London, right on the Thames.
Forgive me. I was sure you must have been raised in the countryside.
I used to dream of just that. But it wasn't until I came to Hogwarts that I felt truly at home. Mind you, it did take some time. And whilst it is my fervent hope that each student eventually feels as at home here as I do, it is not always the case.
I suppose that makes sense.
Well, we each bloom differently, don't we? Some of us, like Devil's Snare, thrive in the shadows, whilst others crave the attention of a bouncing bulb. And we each grow and thrive according to our own plan. Oh, I was terribly nervous when I arrived at the castle. You see, as a child, I knew nothing of witches or wizards. You can imagine how astonished I was to receive my letter from Hogwarts. I spent a good deal of time alone in either the greenhouse or the library my first days here.
I'm sorry the other students weren't more friendly.
Oh, but I've given you the wrong impression. On the contrary, I was shown great kindness. In fact, a 7th year took me under her wing during those first days. She remains one of my dearest friends.
How fortunate.
I was indeed. I dare say you'll find that the friends you make here at Hogwarts will last a lifetime. Now, I'd best get to my recent delivery from the Magic Neep. Mr. Teasdale promised me quite an assortment of seeds this week. Lovely to see you.
加里克教授这个人设做的还不错。
Wingardium Leviosa.
第一是靠过来，然后Q1是旋转 ，F 是往比较远 ，V 是进来，然后平常就是用滑鼠来控方向。要怎么升上去？啊，我应该先用那个漂浮。
Revelio.
好，那我们接下来，去找古川夫人。哇，什么还是有点掉帧啊
Welcome back. Have you finished your assignments?
掉帧掉的好凶哦。
Revelio.
啊，应该说解析度开太高了，这个帧数看起来真的就是这么的。拉到50% 啊！哇，这帧数还是怎么着，还是这么低。
Reporting back, Professor. Assignment's all finished.
Well done. Shows good discipline. Wisdom is a golden snitch, as they say, and you're proving a skilled seeker in that regard. Let us practice Arresto Momentum. A charm, incidentally, created to stop quaffles from plummeting straight to the ground during a Quidditch match. Precise, deliberate movements.
Ah shit！ 太那个啦！
Very good. I recommend practicing your new spell as much as possible. Perhaps before you leave here.
刚刚那本书被我震飞去哪里
Revelio.
真奇怪，刚刚还没有掉帧掉这么严重了，怎么回事？哎，怎么又好了 ？What the fuck？ 他们边那个场景是什么东西影响我吗？不管了。
It's a relief to finally have an answer as to why that.
The Forbidden Forest? Are you trying to get yourself killed?
What are you up to now?
啊，不免俗的，找老师之前多再喝个几罐回神魔药。
Have you finished your assignments?
I finished the tasks, Professor.
Well, well. I trust you are meticulous in your efforts. After all, shortcuts only ever lead to shortcomings.
Well, I don't know about meticulous, but I did as I was asked.
I'd advised doing more than the bare minimum if you want to hone your skills as quickly as possible. Talent and resolve are a potent combination. It would be a shame to let that go to waste.
Thank you, Professor.
Don't let it go to your head. Now, let's see how you fare with Diffindo. Wand at the ready. Focus. Diffindo can be dangerous if you're not paying attention. Very good. It seems you have a grasp on Diffindo.
Diffindo!
It's a pleasure to have a student who actually heeds instruction.
Confringo!
为什么我切换一个新的法术，它就开始内格呢？
This is hardly the place.
然后我一定要切换到桌面，再切过来一下才会顺。这是什么奇怪的 bug？ 这跟之前那个什么有款游戏，什么改那个什么声音选项，就游戏就变流畅了，是不是一样？一些莫名其妙的。
Professor Sharp, do you have a moment?
Depends on how you intend to use it.
I saw an aura badge on your desk and was wondering if you could tell me more about your time as an aura.
Observant. I suppose I could indulge you for a moment. Spent years tracking down reprobates who dealt in artifacts of dark magic origin.
That seems a bit more dangerous than teaching potions.
Often, yes. Though I've seen some remarkably creative concoctions brewed in my class. I enjoyed a great deal of success as an aura. However, success can make one complacent if one's confidence is not tempered by humility. One overstep in battle changed everything.
May I ask what happened?
Yes, well, I suppose it's a matter of record. My partner and I had tracked a suspect to a harbor in Scarborough, trying to smuggle shrunken heads of all things. I had deduced that he was working alone. I was mistaken, and they knew we were coming. From the moment we stepped onto the ship, well, I barely escaped with my life. My partner wasn't so lucky.
I suppose being an aura is dreadfully dangerous. I'm sorry.
It is at that. But survival is not guaranteed for any of us. Pay attention. And not just within my class. This is what I must impress upon you all. A potion and a poison may be a mere breath apart, until you consume the wrong one.
Well said, Professor.
看来主要就是他讲他这个。
As I mentioned earlier, Diffindo can be versatile but dangerous. Good to see you continuing to practice.
这样不用传送。占卜课。
Off on another adventure, are we?
Oh, 要真掉成这个样子呢？
How would you like to learn the knockback jinx Flipendo? Once you've completed the necessary tasks, come and find me in the greenhouse.
他是不是来不及
I'd
压
better keep an eye
缩？
on high places around the school for Zenobia's gobstones. Revelio. Accio. Revelio. Accio. Revelio.
我后来才知道，这种箱子是要潜行才能开的。
Revelio.
哦，会掉帧掉成这
I'd
样子。
better keep an eye on high places around the school for Zenobia's gobstones.
对啊，迁到桌面去又没问题了。好，我们来看一下第一个问号哈。合起来要9，多头蛇是3，5，所以是4，所以这个第一个问号是反光那样看不太出来，看不太出来是什么东西，鸟吗？啊，下面这个是。所以下面是3，加起来才等于4，所以又是多头蛇。好，为什么点到这边？
Revelio.
算命学，算命学跟占卜学教室是不一样的。好，我们继续好了，反正就趁机来这边，那就解个谜吧。这个是987，所以这个是7加81，所以这个是独角。 双问号是独角兽，靠！然后上面17，6加1、2、3、4，6加5、11，又是6，1。
Revelio.
好，看一下，5加6，11，所以15是差4，4的话又是这个单只的小鸟。双问号。 3加0乘以是5的话，又是这个5只脚的这个，不知道是什么。太久没有去看小说了，都已经忘了它这个形容的是哪一个怪物。
Revelio. I'd better keep an eye on high places around the school for Zenobia's gobstones.
石头在这。
Accio. That's one of Zenobia's gobstones. I hardly see what all the fuss is about.
Handy resource indeed, your field guide. I'm most pleased to be included.
Revelio. Accio. That's the last of Zenobia's gobstones. I should go and see her.
Ironically, I didn't see ahead of time how bored I'd be in divination class.
我没有歧视，但这老师的脸怎么有点鸡巴，有点鸡歪的脸。我再次强调，绝对没有歧视，尊重、包容、友善。
What do we have here?
I hope those assignments were challenging enough for you.
不好意思，我们先切换一下，先拿个幻影员。
I'll be unrivaled at the next course.
哎，是。
Revelio. I've completed all of my tasks, Professor Onai.
Very well done. Although I must admit, I did have something of a premonition that you would follow through. Now, as you have no doubt sharpened your perception by completing my assignment, I am curious, based upon the knowledge that one's present and even one's past may reveal traces of what is to come. What do you see in your own future?
I honestly don't know, Professor.
At times, the future is murky to us all. As with rippling water, one must wait for things to settle before the reflection becomes clear. But this talk of tomorrow should not divert us from your present success. I shall inform our good deputy headmistress of your exemplary performance. And if that performance is any omen of what your future may hold, then I, for one, see great things. Channel your magic towards your targets. You have it! Now, why not practice the new spell on the training dummy?
Descender!
Excellent. I think you have it.
Revelio. Descender.
At some point, you must stop preparing and put your newly honed skills to the test outside of the classroom.
刚好可以去还这个，把这个还一下。哎，可惜我显卡是旧的10。
I hope you've had more luck than I did tracking down my gobstones.
要是可以开光追的话，应该就真的会漂亮很多。啊，最近这4070钛好像还勉强有点 CP 值的。但是好像3万多块买一个开光锥只有30几帧的卡，好像 我不晓得，我记得之前不是3080开光追，如果是那个顶比较那个是12G 还是16G 版本，应该是要跑得动的。我现在好像感觉又跑不太动。
Hello, Zenobia. I found all your gobstones.
Really? I didn't think it was possible. However did you do it?
Common sense and basic magic.
Well, may I have my gobstones back?
他现在很吐槽他。好了，我们还给他。我们是要当格莱芬多之血的男人。我们的血不是说我们就纯粹我们自己血就好，我们要思考一件事情要怎么做比较好，是要思考他之后，就是我们现在做顺着他的意，但是好像搞得我们是好人，不是，是因为他之后还会再去找更多人去丢多多死，所以我们要思考怎么样才能够最血的最大化，所以我们这个时候。我们当然是好心还给他，对不对？因为我们知道他后面会去恶心其他同学。
Of course, they are yours after all.
Oh, how wonderful! I shall dedicate all of my future victories to you. Speaking of which, now that I have all my gobstones back, I wonder if anyone in the common room would be up for a game.
很棒的点子。
I'm sure they'd be willing to play after the trouble spent getting them back. It's a fine idea.
Isn't it? Oh, we'll have so much fun together, laughing as all the losers get sprayed, which won't include me. Very well, off I go. Wish me luck.
Well, that's one of Zenobia's gobstones. I hardly see what all the fuss is about.
太好了，在这一刻终于感受到我有一种血的感觉，这就是给杀人犯一把刀。好吧，我们去我们的奇兽学课程吧。
Welcome, everyone. I see you've already met some of the many beasts we study in this class. Though be advised, none of these creatures should be taken lightly. They are all in their own way dangerous, especially if one does not know how to handle them properly. Now, it seems many of you are out of practice. Let's take some time to review the basics of how to care for a beast, shall we? Miss Sweeting, would you please assist our new student with the lesson today?
Yes, Professor Howin. Hello, I'm Poppy Sweeting. Don't worry about Professor Howin's speech. She over-exaggerates sometimes. All the beasts in class are perfectly safe.
Miss Sweeting, pay attention, please. The tongue of a puffskein can be a slippery devil.
Yes, Professor. Here, you can practice on Gerald. Just keep an eye out for his tongue. You can use my brush. Just be gentle. Oh, and think pleasant thoughts. I like to think it enriches his experience.
我怎么会掉帧掉的这么夸张啊？
That's lovely. I'm sure he feels much better. I think he might be hungry. Would you mind giving him some beast feed? What do you suppose the pellets taste like to Gerald? Pudding, I like to think. I think we can safely say that Gerald likes you.
That's good news. He seems very nice.
He is. Kindness is one of his best qualities, right after ambition. And cleanliness.
Good work, everyone. Now, let's make our way to the pens and select another beast. And please, do be careful as you feed and groom them. Miss Sweeting, why don't you show our new student to the Neasels in the farthest pen?
This way. The Neasels are over here.
Oh, couple of Neasel whiskers ought to get me a few canuts at least. Enough to buy something from Honeydukes. Stupid thing.
What in Merlin's name are you doing?
Tuss, peculiar Poppy. Worried about a worthless little rodent.
Her name is Persephone!
Her name is Persephone!
That's really not funny.
Let's go.
Those two don't belong anywhere near this class. Poachers in training. Persephone was onto them instantly. Thank you for your help.
哇，这个吊针吊得我好想吐啊！
Let's carry on. Feed and brush the Neasels just as you did with Gerald.
他这个技术是不是没有写好？他有一些地方他好像这个压不太下来。奇怪，切到桌面又好了，他妈的！
The Neasels really took to you. They know a good egg when they see one. As do I.
It appears our time has come to an end. Please close the pens and see yourselves out. Now, where is our new student? Ah, there you are. I would like a moment, please.
Hello, Professor. You wanted to speak with me?
I did. How did you find your first beasts lesson?
It was wonderful. I believe I'm really going to enjoy this class.
Good. You seem to understand that when beasts are properly controlled, they can play a vital role in our lives. Some provide us with magically imbued materials, if cared for correctly, which does not include torturing them for whiskers. Well done, by the way. Probably best to let me handle it next time.
Yes, Professor.
They're nearly as bad as the Savagers in Rookwood's poacher pack. Sadly, we're the ones who suffer, stumbling over dead beasts. Terrible waste of resources.
Surely the poachers can be brought to justice by someone. The Ministry, perhaps?
An optimistic idea. Now, why don't we focus on more immediate matters that we can control? Professor Weasley has asked that I prepare some assignments designed to help you catch up to the other 5th years. Be on the lookout for my owl. Meanwhile, I also encourage you to study as many beasts as you can on your own time.
Hey, over here. Come on.
对，我还在想，我们刚好没有一个赫夫帕夫的一个主要 NPC 哦，这个女生就是赫夫帕夫。再来斗几只小动物。 这边做的还不错，我还喜欢这种跟小动物互动的感觉。对哦，它还有分公的跟母的。棒棒球是不是那个会潜到巫师家里，把巫师的那个用舌头把巫师鼻腔里的鼻涕鼻屎吃光的那个啊？因为小说里有写到有一个这个生物啊，是这只吗？
Do you need something, Poppy?
Thank you again for saying something to those brutes so that I didn't have to. You were an augury at noon in the desert.
I certainly hope that's a good thing.
It's something my gran and I say. It means that something or someone is a welcome surprise. At least, that's what we decided it meant.
I couldn't stand there and watch them harm the poor thing.
We're of a similar mind. Actually, in light of that, there's someone I'd like you to meet. In the forest.
You've intrigued me. Very well. Lead the way.
I'd hoped I would. I wouldn't take just anyone there. In fact, you're the first.
Really? Well, thank you, I think.
As I said, we think alike. Pleasant surprise. Quite the weather we're having, don't you think?
Poppy, where are you taking me?
It really is much better if I just show you.
Don't worry,
we're nearly there. It's just ahead.
它这个材质都要导入这么久吗？
Stand back. Please meet Highwing. Isn't she just magnificent? Go on, introduce yourself to her. But be careful. You must always show hippogriffs the proper courtesy before you approach them. I knew it! I don't think I've ever seen a hippogriff take to someone this quickly. You can feed and brush her if you'd like. I come and check on her every once in a while. Bring her pasties, tell her what's going on in the castle. You wouldn't know from looking at her, but she's a dreadful busybody. So, what did you think of Highwing?
I thought she was brilliant. Can't believe you introduced me to her.
I suspected you two might get along.
Are you the reason students have been seeing hippogriffs flying above the Forbidden Forest?
Perhaps. Did you know that once you earn a hippogriff's trust, they'll always be there for you? I've seen it firsthand with her.
How exactly did you and Highwing cross paths?
It's a longer story, but I rescued her from poachers a few years back. Got her to safety and, well, she was fine until recently. You may have noticed that poachers are something of a problem in the area, so I worry they could get her again. And I might not be there next time.
Professor Howin mentioned the poachers as well. She seemed to imply that we couldn't rely on the Ministry to help.
I don't often agree with Professor Howin, but on that, I fear she's right. The poacher's influence is growing. I see them every day in the village, lingering, talking to people. They're up to something. I'm just not sure what.
You may be reading into it. Talking to people isn't a crime.
It's hard to explain, but something about it just feels wrong. I think I'm going to look into it. Find out what's going on, what they're doing.
I think that's a fine idea. Information is power.
And the more I know, the better I can keep Highwing safe.
You seem undeterred. Will you let me know what you find out?
Oh, very well. I will. I should be going, but we'll speak again soon, I hope.
啊，不行，这解析度我要降低一点。反正视窗型就好了吗？这么简单。好，我们解第二个。
I'm ready.
Good. There's no time to lose.
What precisely is the relic I'm to retrieve?
A valuable heirloom known as the Helmet of Urtkot. The witch considered herself a collector and purchased the helmet as a trinket. She cared not what pain she caused the goblins. Goblins believe that the rightful owner of any object is its maker, not its purchaser.
Wizard kind see things differently. It's a wonder goblins and wizards have ever been able to work together.
The differences between our kinds are myriad.
They seem to be.
It may surprise you to know that I do not believe those differences always to be insurmountable. It is the reason I find myself traveling with you to this tomb today.
Defender!
他刚才讲到那个妖精认为打造者才是拥有者的那个，好像在第7集吧，有讲到那个格莱芬多的那把宝剑哈，也是有这个妖精也是有这个看法。 他们觉得好像只是
And there it is, the witch's tomb.
Dreadful-looking place, isn't it?
他们认为只是借给他认为他那个他那个卖只是借给他那一代，所以他这个格莱芬多代代相传，在妖精来看，这就是偷，就是无赖般的白嫖。
I wish you luck retrieving the helmet. As a wand carrier, you should have an advantage. Now, before you set off, do you have any questions?
What about this helmet makes it so special?
The Helmet of Urtkot is an ancient and storied relic, forged during a time of unity among the goblin clans. It inspired greatness, that is, until it was no longer ours. Then it became something else. A symbol of what has been lost, of all that wizard kind has taken from us. Reclaiming it would mean a great deal to goblin kind, and to Ranrock. He would be grateful to me should I return it.
It seems Ranrock and Rookwood are conspiring. Why would that be?
I had heard this. When the dark-hearted conspire, they seldom make their full intentions clear to one another. I can only speculate, but I imagine their alliance is uneasy and quite fragile. Let us hope that ours is less so.
Don't suppose you have any idea what could be waiting for me inside the tomb?
Considering a Dark Witch was involved, I suppose there's a chance you may encounter the Dark Protectors, known as Inferi. The foul creatures thrive on darkness and the cold. Vanquish them with light, force, and, most effectively, fire.
It all seems clear to me now that we're here.
I do hope our alliance proves fruitful. Again, I wish you luck. I will remain here, eagerly awaiting your return. Please, be careful.
又掉帧了。我觉得我还是游戏重开把解析度改一改好了。
Looks rather dark in there. Never stopped me before.
好，我们把解析度调了，然后调低了，然后再回来看这边吧。感觉多换一点火焰的吧。好
，Revelio。
为什么解析度下调之后，感觉周遭环境变雾雾的？刚刚明明在火米村还很亮很漂亮。
You can't imagine how inconvenient travel was before.
Lumos. It's sealed. Wingardium Leviosa. Lumos. Moths. Curious. Merlin's beard. Revelio. Lumos. This can't be the witch's tomb. Likely I need to go further. Revelio. Lumos. Reparo. Arresto momentum. Confringo. Revelio. Lumos. I have a feeling I'm not alone here.
Confringo! Defendo! Arresto momentum. These inferior horrible. Defender! Incendio! Confringo! Revelio! Revelio. Lumos.
哎，让回去那边好像差一个。哎，没有，这边已经开了。靠！哇，我晃了。完了，有点老人痴呆了。
Lumos. Revelio. Wingardium Leviosa. Reparo. Confringo. Incendio.
If I could power it somehow, it looks like it could be rotated.
Accio. Lumos.
What 为什么转动它呢
？Arresto momentum.
This has a moth imprinted on it, same as the door.
Revelio. Lumos. Depulso.
哦，原来是这样子。
Lumos. Revelio. Confringo. Arresto momentum. Confringo. Levioso.
need to get that platform closer. But how?
Accio! Wingardium Leviosa! Accio! Wingardium Leviosa!
啊，竟然是用骸骨来铺路，有一点毛骨悚然。
Revelio! Accio! Revelio!
What's that hanging there? Looks precarious.
Confringo! Arresto Momentum!
Down I go. No other way.
Revelio!
It's sealed shut from the other side.
Debolso! Revelio! Leviosa! Accio! Revelio! Oh! Oh!
你看过《哈利波特》之后，看到这种黑黑的水都很怕，下面都躺了一堆死尸。
Depulso! Accio!
所以这是绕回来啊。
Revelio! Incendio! Arresto Momentum! Incendio! Confringo! Defendo! Incendio! Confringo! Incendio! Defendo! Confringo! Incendio! Incendio. Confringo. Incendio. Revelio. Lumos. Revelio. Capulso. Revelio. Lumos. Depulso. Lumos. Depulso. Accio. Depulso. Lumos. Revelio.
Making this spin ought to raise that platform. That must be it.
Revelio.
这边本来就有4个蝴蝶啊，那没事啊。
Lumos.
哦，先把它这样弄到这个架子上，靠！难怪他刚想说提示我说这个台子也会起来，我没看到。
Lumos.
来如此。
Depulso. Lumos.
好吧，我觉得这边解谜有点意思。
Lodgok said the helmet was in her sarcophagus. A dead Ashwinder. Your compatriots must have made off with the helmet. Lodgok won't like this.
感觉要打 BOSS 了，换个装备好了。
to show this to Lodgok. I know there's a mechanism to open this door.
既然没有 BOSS， 还是说还给他之后，那个兰洛克才会跳出来？不排除有这种可能性啊。
Lodgok, the sarcophagus had been raided. I found no helmet, only a dead Ashwinder.
Damn! They got here first. We need to get it before Rookwood uses it to further ingratiate himself to Ranrock. I saw one of their campsites not far from here, but I fear you must go in alone. My fighting days are behind me.
An entire camp of Rookwood's thieves. I might need assistance.
Unfortunately, we have no time. Get to that helmet before Rookwood does, or we will lose our chance at any leverage, no matter how small, with Ranrock. To think those wretched thieves have their hands on such a relic.
对啊，我就跟他说我要搬救兵的，他竟然说啊来不及啦。
Revelio.
那我岂不是白问了？
You have your affairs in order. Now, you're interfering with us and that woman, isn't it? Confringo! Die! Expelliarmus!
Revelio.
这好像是那个挑战的那个，先不管这个。
A castle must have been quite stately in its time.
Confringo. Revelio. Confringo. Accio. Depulso. Confringo. Expelliarmus. Insane. Confringo. Defendo. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Accio.
That solves that.
Revelio. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Revelio.
There they are, the Ashwinders.
You will pay for that.
Expulso!
You will pay for your deed. Your life ends here. Expulso! 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 Now to me, defender. Thought you could hide from Expulso.
Expelliarmus.
Expulso!
Confringo.
Expulso!
哎呀！
Expulso! Expulso!
Wait till Sebastian hears about
Revelio. Revelio.
That's it.
This is for Rookwood! I'll watch the light go out of your eye.
Descendo.
You let your little go, didn't you? You're a bad
Confringo. Expelliarmus.
You've made a great mistake.
I did it. And an Ashwinder, no less.
Revelio. Revelio.
这个为什么捡不起来
Accio. Wingardium Leviosa.
Mysterious and a bit unsettling. What to do? I retrieved the helmet from the Ashwinders.
Well done. This is sure to impress Ranrock. The helmet shines even more brightly than I imagined. The etchings, the contour of the profile. Remarkable.
It looks stunning, Lodgok. I see why you wanted it back.
You did the thieves a service by recovering it. I know many a goblin who would have killed for it.
Ah, then I am glad to be rid of it myself.
Thank you. This should earn Ranrock's trust. I will take it to him immediately. It may distract him from his search.
His search?
It is merely an inkling. You have impressed me greatly, friend. I am glad that I trusted you. We shall speak soon. Best to keep our arrangement quiet for now. Many will not believe that our aims might possibly be aligned.
Revelio.
我觉得怪怪的。
Sometimes it seems all right.
My sister Anne misses Hogwarts, and she hasn't been herself lately. I'd like to take you up on your promise to visit her with me. I'm heading to Feldcroft soon, so I'll look forward to seeing you there. It's just south of Hogwarts. By the way, hope you're faring well with the blasting curse. It's still one of my favorites.
Now that you've attended Beasts class, I've asked Deke to assist you in using the room to further your studies in that regard. Please meet him there when you can.
I've not heard from my Uncle Roland in quite some time. I've been beside myself with worry. Could you meet me in the courtyard?
Hello, friend. I wonder if you might stop by the Three Broomsticks when you can. I would like your help with something.
What are we looking for today? Thanks for stopping by. Hope to see you again.
Good news, Mr. Weeks. With your upgrade, I was able to set a new record at the Irondale course.
Brilliant! I knew the upgrade had fantastic potential. How did your broom feel?
It rides well. Does get a tad shaky at top speed, and the handle wobbles a bit when I hit a strong gust of wind.
Ah, yes. I see. I think I know how to address that. Thank you. I owe you one.
If it means another upgrade, the pleasure's all mine.
You sound as determined as I am to improve broom flight. It's a joy to have a collaborator like yourself. If I'm right, and I do hope I am, you'll be hearing good news from me soon. Thank you again, truly.
Mr. Weeks and I do make a good team.
对他好像叫我去3根扫帚。哦。
Glad you came.
Oh, please tell me you have an answer for me about the butterflies.
Hello, Miss Willardsey.
Well, what happened? Did you find them?
They led me into the forest and revealed a treasure.
Oh, how lovely! I'm glad you were rewarded for your efforts. Perhaps one day I'll be able to bring myself to go into the forest. For now, I'm happy simply knowing there's something so lovely to see, should I dare.
Folks still talk about you taking down that troll in the village circle. You certainly made an impression.
Hello, Sirona. I received your owl. How are you?
Hello, my friend. Did you ever find Lodgok?
I did, thank you. In fact, we're working together to try and rein in Ranrock.
Are you? I suspected you and he would get along. Perhaps best I don't know details of your plans. And I shall refrain from telling you to be careful yet again. But I hope you will be.
Of course. Your owl mentioned you're needing my help with something?
I do. I thought you might be just the person to do a favour for my friend Dorothy Sprottle in Upper Hogsfield.
I've actually met Mrs. Sprottle. I recently spoke with her about her friend Claire Beaumont.
She's lovely. Her late husband Aidan was a friend of my father's. In fact, I'd stay with Dot and Aidan the summers I waited tables here as a student. I've seen her a few times since Aidan passed, but the pub's been so busy lately, I've not been as attentive as I'd have liked. I wonder if you might pop in and see her. She may need some help collecting ingredients for her supply of Wiggenweld potion. And you could retrieve something of mine in the process. A box, full of old letters and such.
Why does Mrs. Sprottle keep a supply of Wiggenweld potion on hand?
Dot's a skilled potioneer. She's been supplying travelling vendors with Wiggenweld potion. An ordinary precaution that has, unfortunately, become a necessity, what with Ranrock's loyalists disrupting the trade routes.
Why did Mr. and Mrs. Sprottle have your box of letters after all this time?
It's one of a few that I had when I was young. Dot found it when she was clearing out a closet. Can't imagine what's in there. Probably terribly theatrical. The ramblings of a teenage witch and her friends. You're welcome to take a peek inside, if you do find it. To be honest, I'd imagine it contains some lovely memories.
I'll try to go and see her when I can.
It would mean the world to me, and to Dorothy. Aidan was bringing the box of letters to me when he was taken ill. Dot can tell you where he might have dropped it. You'll find the hamlet just north of Hogsmeade. Please do give Dot my love.
这是干嘛？
I'll fix him, that charm grinder.
Accio! Sir, is everything all right?
How kind of you to ask. The name's Ackley Barnes. And no, it is not. I'm plotting a sort of revenge against my ex-business partner, a conniving fiend by the name of Alfred Lawley. He cut me out of our herbology supply business, just as we were getting started. Said I was too volatile to work with. I'll show him volatile.
I can see why he said that. You do seem angry.
Of course I'm angry now, in large part due to his absurd overreaction to what is simply passion for my work. Supercilious fool, he's passionate about things too, as I intend to remind him by relieving him of his prized possession. A venomous tentacula he's grown from a seedling that was to be the keystone of our business venture. I can't get anywhere near it with Ruth Singer watching me like an augury. Lawley's doing, no doubt. But no one would suspect a student. How would you feel about committing some grand plant larceny?
You said Mr. Lawley was your ex-business partner. What were you working on?
I had an idea to train venomous tentacula, create guard plants, if you will, that attacked when ordered. We hit a snag when one ate Lawley's Kneasel. After that, he cut me out of the business, the short-sighted fiend.
Why do you need Mr. Lawley's venomous tentacula in particular?
Simple. If I have it, then Lawley doesn't. Ergo, I can launch my business, and he must start all over again. I'm killing two snidgets with one stone.
What else is in Mr. Lawley's cellar?
All of Lawley's herbology supplies. He has quite the collection. Fill your pockets while you're there. Or to slow him down for a bit. And I can get my business going minus any competition.
I'll get the venomous tentacula for you.
Marvelous. I know a fellow seeker of justice when I see one. Take as many herbology supplies as you like while you're in his cellar. All I ask is that you bring me the venomous tentacula. Remember, I just need that venomous tentacula.
Oh.
Seems I need to find Mr. Lawley's cellar.
太好了，正义必得伸张的。我们是热心的好市民，专门做这种打抱不平的事情。我看一下录多久，应该够我们做个支线吧？现在应该是没有办法。刚好我们就去这个地窖吧。
This must be it. This must be the cellar. Now to find that venomous tentacula. Better not let Mr. Lawley see me.
What could be? Stop! Stop, Bandit!
哦，怎么那么快？我还以为可以去把它那个石化。
Revelio. Better not let Mr. Lawley see me. Hello, Hamora. Where is that venomous tentacula? Revelio.
这地窖也太大了。啊，他养这么多蜘蛛干嘛？
Expelliarmus, Defender.
还有
Confringo.
So many spiders. To wonder they haven't taken out.
Descendo. Defender. Confringo. Descendo. Defender!
8 legs is simply too many. Revelio. Now that I have the venomous tentacula, I should return to Mr. Barnes. Incendio. Revelio.
我们做人不要太贪心哦，我们这样就好。反正它里面那边
Revelio
也不可能给个什么神装或什么，所以我就觉得无所谓。
Any luck retrieving a certain friend of mine from a former?
Hello, Mr. Barnes. I have that venomous tentacula.
Wish I could see Lawley's face when he realizes his prized possession is gone. We'll see who's volatile now. Well done. I'll take it off your hands now.
It wasn't as easy to come by as I had expected. I'd like to be paid for my troubles.
Only fair, I suppose. I can respect your business acumen. Here's a little something for your next trip to Zonko's. Thank you again for your help. I suspect you have a bright future.
Ah, 录多久？啊，好吧，我们回去找欧克斯对话一下，然后结束这一集哈。对，前面刚好像前面有个家庭小精灵在擦墙。
Adelaide Oaks, isn't it? I received your owl.
Yes, I'm Adelaide Oaks. Oh dear. You see, my uncle Roland is a metal trader who's quite well known in the goblin community. He normally sends me owls every week when he's on his business travels. In his last owl, he alluded to dealings with those radical goblins, Ranrock's loyalists. It's been ages since that owl and I'm worried. What with the troll attack on Hogsmeade and the rumours that goblins may have been involved, well, I'm fearing the worst. Should I be worried about my uncle, or am I overthinking this?
I think you're right to be concerned, Adelaide. Your uncle may be in trouble.
You're much more understanding than Professor Weasley. She heard I was going to look for him and forbade me from leaving the grounds. She's convinced he can handle himself, but I can't concentrate on anything until I know he's all right. Could you try to find out for me? From what I hear, you're almost as adventurous as Uncle Roland.
I take it you and your uncle are close?
We are. My mother died when I was born, and I lost my father when I was 5. Uncle Roland's looked after me for as long as I can remember. He knows I get anxious when he travels, and that's why he sends me all the owls, to let me know that he's all right.
Has your uncle traded with many goblins?
Yes, for ages. Even speaks gobbledygook. But he only recently mentioned Ranrock's lot, insisting the galleons were worth the risk. He does it for me. Between robes and supplies, attending Hogwarts costs a fair sickle. And besides that, Uncle Roland has expensive taste. He's sacrificed so much for me over the years. I promised him that as soon as I finish Hogwarts, I shall be the one taking care of him.
I'll try and look into it for you, Adelaide.
Thank you. He's very thorough in his record keeping. Notes all his trades in a journal, makes maps. In fact, in his last owl, he drew me a map of his next stop. He'd planned to set up camp north of here. I do hope you're able to find out where he is. Thank you again for any help you can provide. Oh, Uncle Roland, what have you got?
好吧，我觉得这一集时间就到这边差不多吧。然后，剧情反正也没什么好评论的，总觉得这个妖精感觉是在耍我们，我有一种很强烈的，要么耍我们，要么就是他也很害怕兰洛克，所以，哎，不知道，这种，毕竟那个霍格华兹这种系列都是这种，正常来讲，它剧情应该是比较正统王道，所以就是反派能多卑劣，我也不太确定的。他要怎么塑造反派？因为最后兰洛克洗白，他也是很可怜或什么的啊。最近都流行，不知道是学漫威吼，那都要流行把反派洗白，没有那种就是很坏的。可能是因为那个，灭霸叫什么？灭霸好像是对岸的讲法。萨诺斯靠，可能是不是不知道是不是萨诺斯太成功了，所以那个大家都有样学样，虽然都学得很烂。好，那这集就这样吧。我觉得这款游戏还是蛮优秀的，我个人玩的，毕竟我是脑粉的，也是蛮爽。然后学到这个剁分应该 CD 有10秒，可是那一刀下去真的是比较痛，还不错。然后其实它应该是要搭配冰冻术，冰冻术配剁分应该是，纷纷战是不是？不好意思，冰冻配纷纷战应该搞不好有伤害加成哦，应该下次要换一下组合。好，那以上就是今天这个霍格华兹的传承的有关内容啦。那我们就感谢大家的收看，我们下次见，拜拜。